Hello and welcome to yet another Equity for Keeps video. Today we bring you a piece we run into on marketwatch.com, and as you can see, it begins with the header: which tech stock is best? Here's how the big five companies stack up as they report earnings. But in this piece, we are also going to compare Tesla as well. We're going to add Tesla to this comparison, even though we may not give you as much details or data as MarketWatch has done. But we will try our best to compare them slightly, compare them and Tesla to some extent. So it begins with Amazon is a favorite among analysts, while Apple is cheapest despite its stock's recent run-up. Remember also that we brought you a video where we compared to some extent Tesla and Apple. So Apple is right in the mix of the current 5G race, and so the begins with the big five US tech companies will report their quarterly results over the next week, and a group led by Apple has propelled the stock market over the past year. Let's see how some of their numbers compare heading into Tuesday when Apple kicks off the round of earnings reports. So the market, you can see the various market caps and estimated growth rate, as you can see here, and it has the list of them all, and estimated sales growth of 2019. It also has the list, and the tables in this article are sorted by the company's market capitalization, with Alphabet being the sum of the market values for its Class A and Class C shares. Together, these stocks have a combined market cap of 5.05 trillion, or 18% of the S&P 500 index. You can read up more on this site when you go there. So we just want to point to a few things here, and it says gross margin. Gross margin is sales minus cost of goods, and divided by sales. So we can see here that Apple has some 37.58. Microsoft has 66.50. So and then the higher. Also you can see that Amazon has something similar to that of Apple. These are the ones that are handling more hardware. The Amazon sells goods, and Apple makes hardware as well. So we can see that Facebook, that has no tangible product to sell, has this gross margin for the past 12 months of 81.85%. So, but at the same time, too, you can see these companies that have this sort of margins, especially they have this sort of margins after you've deducted cost of goods, and then that profit after that deduction out of the sales. We still have this figure of 81.85% for Facebook. So you can see this sort of figures, this sort of gross margin figures will give you an idea why people put their money there, and while the entire, anybody who's in the market probably has one or two of these sort of stocks. So we don't, because this doesn't cover Netflix. We don't have that there. So this is what they are all doing. So, but let's quickly dive in and see what some other short-term figures there are for these stocks, and here we'll include that out of Tesla. So you can see the short percent of Amazon is 1.04, not going to help a lot. So as such, Apple doesn't rely on short position coverage to move, and you can see that Microsoft has 2.9%. Microsoft has 0.84%, and Google's Class A has 1.19%. So these ones that have, you can see that have very minor short percent of floats. They don't rely on short squeeze or short coverage to move. They just rely on more and more money coming up from elsewhere to drive it up. So Amazon has 0.95%, and Facebook has 1.12%. So, but Tesla, that has been the boss of the year 2020 so far, is a whopping 19.62%. Yes, this figure has remained the same, but in a few days' time that might change. But so Tesla itself relies on the money, because this represents, this 19.62 indicates the percentage of money that is locked into the shares. So it is if it's market cap, which is about 100 billion now. So this we're talking about 19.62 billion dollars locked into Tesla. So it is 19.2 billion dollars that is waiting on the sidelines to go into the stock. So it relies on this, and also relies on money that comes from elsewhere that is driven by sentiments and the alike. So it is a good stock to watch, because of this, and amongst other things. It is the company is facing challenges. People are doubting its capability, which is obviously why it has this share percent float, and and more. So we will continue to bring you more and more interesting things as we see them, and thank you very much for watching, and we'll also try to bring you more from elsewhere, not just only what is it called, not only just from Market Watch. We'll bring you more from elsewhere. Thank you.